Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk America. It's me, your host Reggie, back again. Now, there has been a lot of bullshit going on in this country. There's always been some bullshit going on in this country. Now with Joe Biden showing his ass. So if you haven't known, there is a lot of conflict in Palestine and Israel right now. And Israel is really committing war crimes. They're bombing innocent people because they feel like they have a reason to. There was a terrorist attack, so they just basically have a reason in their eyes to bomb innocent civilians. While they're committing war crimes, you have America, their financial supporter, funding them and talking about we stand with Israel. Joe Biden, I know I'm going back and forth with Joe Biden in the Israel conflict, but he's not looking good right now. Joe Biden does not look good right now. He's really hurting his image, and I know it's not ultimately just him. It's his office. Like, his whole office fucking sucks, and they're doing a terrible job. Now I know they're doing the best they can, but even with that, they fucking suck. I will say this: Joeseph, like I said, Joeseph is not looking good right now. He is like, the average American is not fucking with him, and this was before the whole Israel conflict. This was way all before the Israel thing. It's the fact that he's saying he stands with a country who is bombing innocent people, and now recently he's coming out with a financial plan to support this country. He recently asked for $100 billion in aid to Ukraine and Israel. Now, this $100 billion, of course, is going to come from our tax dollars. When I say our tax dollars, I'm talking about the average American, white, black, Mexican, it don't matter. The average American who works in this country and pays income tax, housing tax, sales tax. We get taxed on everything. Our tax dollars is going to be sent to Israel, a country that has free healthcare and free education. I learned this recently. Yes, Israel has free healthcare and free healthcare and education on our tax dollars. They don't have to pay for healthcare or college on our tax dollars. Meanwhile, we can't even get that. Americans can't even get that. But let's fund Israel. Let's give them hella billions of our tax dollars to give them free education and healthcare. And recently, Joe Biden is planning to give Israel even more of our tax dollars. $100 billion. Can you believe this motherfucker? Joeseph Biden and his administration, they're clear, and it's not just him. Let's not make it seem like this is a Joe Biden issue. This is an American government issue. The way the government runs, it is defense, military, police, everything that can be oppressive. But fuck infrastructure, fuck healthcare, fuck homelessness, fuck poverty, fuck children being hungry. Just fuck all of that. But let's get the police budget up. Let's get the military budget. It's really, like, I need the average American to understand it. It is the ultimate slap in the face. They have been doing this for the last couple of decades. They have been publicly telling American citizens, go fuck yourself. Have they not? Have the government has COVID? The whole response with COVID. You have to keep working. We don't care if a deadly virus is out. Go to work. They clearly do not give a fuck about us. They don't. They are willing to give billions, tens of billions of dollars to a country that is currently bombing women and children and men, innocent people that already have healthcare. They have a military. The Palestinian people do not. They have all the they have electricity, power, healthcare, education being funded by our tax dollars. And now that we're giving them more of our tax dollars to keep bombing kids, they are using white phosphorus over there. Google white phosphorus. That in itself is a war crime. That shit burns people alive, and they're over here bombing buildings with white phosphorus. Israel, what the fuck? And the whole world is just watching Israel commit war crimes. And what's worse, America is not only watching, we're trying to give them even more money. For what? What do they need? They have one of the biggest militaries over there in the Middle East. They have hella defense. They are funded by us, for Pete's sake. What more money do they need? What more bombs, guns do they need? They're already killing innocent people over there. It's a genocide. It's not even a damn near genocide. It's a genocide. People are calling it ethnic cleansing. In Israel, they're so delusional. They think they're the ones who are rightful in this attack. It is insane how humanity is losing itself right now. But to stay on America, to stay on Joseph Biden, to ask for $100 billion, I feel like it's just like an ultimate, it's just so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful because you have a lot of Americans working day in, day out who are constantly getting taxed. These Americans are working hard labor hours, and then when they get their fucking paycheck, you see a big ass chunk of it taken out of taxes, and then you're telling these Americans that that same fat ass chunk that's taken out of their hard worked money is being sent to fucking Israel so they can keep bombing kids. And you think Americans are going to be okay with this? Bro, I'm telling you, Americans are only going to keep taking so much more disrespect, because I'm telling you right now, the government is disrespecting Americans so much, and I need Americans to realize that. Conservatives, liberals, Democrats, Republicans, it does not fucking matter. The government, whether Republican or Democrat, is disrespecting the American people. They do not give a fuck about the American people. Our government is currently 5 corporations who is representing the Congress. Our Congress isn't even a fucking Congress no more. They serve no fucking purpose. They're always bickering and having government shutdowns. Imagine having the luxury of having a government shutdown. Meanwhile, Americans are fighting tooth and nail just to keep a roof over their head. Americans are fighting. It is so frustrating, bro. It is so frustrating, bro. It's frustrating to the point where you just gotta laugh, because it's hard to put my frustration in words. That's why I had to create this show, because you're witnessing America exploit its own people firsthand. Like it's preposterous, bro. It's honestly insane. Part of me did not want to believe this $100 billion plan. Like, you telling me you have $100 billion to ask for? You have Americans out here suffering and struggling just to make ends meet, but you have $100 billion to give a other country to keep funding wars? Like I said, war is profitable. Pain and suffering is profitable. Oppression is profitable. Why you think this is why America keeps wants to fund wars, hey, yeah, American people are suffering, but we need to fund this war, bro. We just have to fund this war. Americans are suffering, but you want to fund a war? Not only are you funding a war, you're funding a country who is currently enacting a genocide, and you're trying to give them tens of billions of But what I'm happy to see that I'm not the only American frustrated with this. Millions of Americans are upset with this. From what I've seen on TikTok, there are millions of videos just summarizing how they feel about this, and I love it. Genuinely, I love it. I want to show some of the videos just to give like a picture of what I'm talking about.
At first, we didn't know what to do with all the money. We tried burying it, shredding it, and burning it. But in the end, we decided to just give it all away.
Ding dong, Genocidal Joe, I would like my hard-earned tax-paying dollars back now, because I just watched you give $10 billion to a country that has free healthcare and free education. And we can't even do that over here? If they can afford free healthcare and free education, I would say they can afford their own war crimes.
All right, so it's kind of it's kind of hopeful to see a lot of Americans feel the same way. Like, you are willing to give billions of dollars to a country who is currently enacting genocides, war crimes. Meanwhile, Americans are on the verge of homelessness. Our infrastructure is shit. We have potholes in every state, every city, every county. Every county is struggling with some type of infrastructure. Homelessness on the rise everywhere. You thought it was just bad in LA? Homelessness is everywhere. Even the small cities are struggling with homelessness. The point is, America has so many problems that needs to be fixed, but we want to send it was a video who said we could solve all of this in $100 billion, but we want to send $100 billion to Ukraine and Israel.
I don't think think people understand how much $100 billion is. It costs $20 billion to completely end homelessness in the United States. It costs $25 billion to end hunger in the United States. Or they can stop throwing out perfectly good food, but I digress. And it costs $47 billion to make college free this year. But they could make it free and end all student loan debt for free too, but I digress. Those three things combined cost $92 billion. He would have $8 billion left over. But sure, the US government doesn't have enough money for the people.
Meanwhile, we could solve these problems. We could solve homelessness. We could free education. But no, let's keep funding these countries at war. There's going to be a time where Americans are going to get fed up. Like, because today we are seeing it. Like, Americans are being educated. They are informed that, hey, our government fucking sucks. They are exploiting us. They are lying to us. And they're not having our best interests at heart. And I feel like a lot of Americans are going to start realizing this. And they're going to start coming together. Because that's what this government do now. This is why they invest a lot of money in dividing America. Why you think Fox News and a lot of these companies and news outlets, they profit off of keeping us divided. I'm just here to say, when America finally realizes we are stronger together, just on some, I'm just saying, it's hard to explain this shit, bro. I know it is there, bro, because I'm tired of seeing Americans be exploited, lied to, overworked. It's not a good sight, especially when you're one of them. Like, you see how this shit works. We shouldn't be funding a country doing genocides. And then you see our president trying to endorse this country is such a bad look. Like I said earlier, Joeseph, it is not a good look for you, bro. And I'm telling you now, if Trump somehow runs for re-election, you are fucked, bro. Joeseph, you are not doing a good job. I would do a 180 or something, bro, because you're doing a shit job. And ain't elections next year, Joeseph? Joe Biden, Joey, fix this shit, bro, because you're not doing good right now. When you have liberals, when you have Democrats upset with you, ready for you to leave, you're not doing a good job, Joe. I don't know. Joseph just been shit in the bed lately. I'm gonna be honest. This whole stand for Israel is not a good look. We need better. We need to do better. And it's really upsetting, man. Like, this country has billions of dollars given to this bullshit, but can't even fix its own problems. Meanwhile, Americans are frustrated and struggling. But yeah, let's give billions of dollars to Israel, to Ukraine. I'm telling you, man, Americans eventually, they're going to get fed up. And we need to start coming together and organizing, man. All I got is a damn Discord channel, but ultimately that is what America needs to do, like on some organizing stuff, and start coming together and figure out what needs to be done on labor stuff too, like on how much we work and shit. But I'm fed up. Like, I had to talk about this because this is just so upsetting. It's frustrating. It's embarrassing too, but hopefully we do better. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about in this episode. I appreciate everybody listening, watching. I appreciate all the support, and just stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.